everyone, and welcome into Yena Lashim. Hi there. Hi. Hi the Carmine, hi the Bennett, hi the C-Sharp Miner. And today we're gonna be walking, except I uninstalled the Finest, because I've been wasting a lot of time in that game, so I just uninstalled it. Just like that. There's plenty of... well, not plenty, there's like a bit of glass on my desk. I broke a... well, glass, so... I should probably take care of that, shouldn't I? I should have probably taken care of that before the live stream. Hold on, give me a second. Just like a small box. Yes. Throw away. Let me just scoop all of this broken glass, all of these shards of broken glass into this box to throw away. How's everyone doing, by the way? Oh yeah, and next thing, another thing. Caffeine pill, of course. Last time I didn't take a caffeine pill, precisely because I think Happy asked me not to. And I did mention that would lead to a shorter live stream. And you wouldn't believe it, but the live stream was shorter, so this time I'm gonna take a caffeine pill. Give me a second. Delish. There we go. Now let me scoop up all the broken glass. You started your stream at the perfect time, just finished a horror movie and was looking for something to distract me from I'll go to sleep. Well, I'm glad to be a preferred choice of entertainment for that. Actually, no, that I'm certain relatable situation. I actually watched Wes Hammer's Grimdark Story Hour before sleep. Crazy enough, my genuine strategy sometimes, I'm scooping up broken glass from my desk, okay? I'm sorry. If you can hear because it's vibrating to the microphone, I'm sorry, alright? It's just... there is just a fair amount of broken glass. After I finish my homework, you're welcome. Hey, I know when to stream. I'm famously known for my perfect stream timing, you know? I just... okay, well that's not all the broken glass, but that's all the broken glass I care to scoop up in such a short period of time. Anyhow. 10 crazy people were those different... oh, what did Carmine... what? Carmine, did you take your meds today? Nope, there's more broken glass. Okay. Hold on. Okay, and that's alright, clean up. Anyhow, video! The one that I've been working on for the past however long. This one. Let's make it. Let's make it happen, and then that's where the make a team plays. And wow, Noel, thanks for while I'm doing homework. Hey, you're welcome. It's a good background stream. I do fit. I have ADC and I don't get meds. Okay, depending on where you live, the prescription should be pretty easy to obtain. And the prescription will be just amphetamine, which is my favorite molecule. I love amphetamine, and you can quote me on that. I'm on the record. I love amphetamine. Okay, anyhow. A horrible name, because a much better description would be the interactions. That's because when we think of forces, we think of pushing, or pulling, or affecting actively, like that. But these four are more like interactions. So, four fundamental interactions. So right here is where we cut, which means right here is where we need to import the same exact animation, except with interact. Actually, you know what would be much better? Since we're switching them, might as well. Okay, since we're switching them anyway, we might as well switch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-render everything, that's true. But since we are switching them anyway, we might as well switch to my preferred choice of force visualization. Forces, which will be just like crystal balls full of stuff. I love methamphetamine. Not methamphetamine. No, C-Sharp Miner, don't misquote me. Don't misquote me. The quote is, I love amphetamine. Amphetamine is great. Amphetamine is mwah. Methamphetamine sucks. That's mainly because, yeah, the difference is between... listen, amphetamine is a superpower molecule. Methamphetamine is just amphetamine with rat poison. And technically not, as I already mentioned before, but you get the idea, unless you don't. In which case, just figure it out. Okay, so here's the basic idea. I want, for all of these forces, to have like a crystal ball this would be wrong. This is wrong. Much better and smoother ball is made of icosphere with 5 subdivisions, or even 6 if we're feeling like it. Not 7. 7 might be much. There we go. Just move it to place. And this size. There we go. And now we're going to just give it the same exact material, so material 7. There we go, and we're just going to turn the torus off. Math kit. Do you remember how once I just dedicated a whole live stream just to amphetamine? Because I just like it so much. And here's how we're gonna do it. We want it as a loop, and the best way to get it as a loop would be to take this, actually, from the beginning of the loop, which is right here, that's correct. And then, not exactly, well, kind of mix. But not exactly mix. So mix like this. The problem is that when we switch, yeah, it's gonna suck a bit. It's just gonna go backwards. Which means we'd have to mix differently. We'd have to... Oh, that's a good idea. We can just mix shader. Like this. And then what we're going to do is one of them is going to be keyframe, the other one's not. Which means right here we want the non-keyframed one. No, the keyframed one, yeah. So 0, like this. And then right here we wanted to switch to the... Really quickly switch to the non-keyframed one. And now, as the animation goes on... Here's what should happen. Okay, this just appears out of nowhere. Ah, that's a problem. Well, this mixing volume shader is not an option. That sucks. That really sucks. Another idea. Multiply by 0. Okay, that's an idea. Why does it get so pixelated? That's because it's rendering it. It's rendering a frame in real time. So it takes a while for it to kick in. 0 and then one right here. I'm not doing it, I'm not making it any easier, to be fair, for Blender, because I'm switching between tabs instead of just adding an additional tab right there, but sweet, now we can see a ball. And now we want 4 of them. The best way to achieve that would be actually to go right here and just copy this. So value, not hue saturation value, any value. Like this. And then right here at the very end, that's, yep, copy it, paste like this, there we go. And then what we can do is we can just take this ball and copy it in each different spot. So up it will go 4 meters, and to the right it will go, to keep it like this. And now we can make each ball give it its own little quirk. So, how are we gonna quirk up all of... No, that's important. How are we gonna quirk up all of them? So glad no one asked. First of all, that's gravity. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take math add 0. Or add 1. Like this. Second of all, we're gonna change the color. Oh, whoops, I changed all of them, didn't I? Oh, damn it. Separate material. Add 1, add 1. Make one spin for no reason. I actually planned one of them to flicker. I mean, I planned this one to flicker with blue, to alternate between blue and yellow, or have like a map of blueness and yellowness. This one, I thought about it just getting smaller over time, and this one, I'll figure it out. One more check. And the keep behind you while they will have subscribed the size of pizza. I hope so. Hi, the pro gamer, by the way. Hi, welcome. That's why I'm doing this, actually. Precisely for the slice of pizza thing. There we go. Now, this one... Okay, so this is the strong force. So it will just kind of flow around, you know, we'll figure it out. Oh. I still want to kind of represent it, you know? So, this is gravity. Gravity should be pulling in, which means it should get smaller as time goes on. Which... Oh my goodness, I can animate. I literally have scale right here. What's wrong with me? I can just straight up animate that. Just... Yeah. I really can just animate that. I do want it a bit smaller, not bigger though. Oh, the scale is doing nothing. That's... Oh, because we got to the very end, that makes sense. Alright. So right here, let's see. We want to lower this. No, it's scaling along the wrong thing. Because we want the correct vector, or we just want it to be like 4 maybe. Very slightly. No. What happens if we do 0.1? It's random. Okay, so it's not actually, it doesn't look like scaling, it looks random. I see. Which means the problem, I'm guessing, is the fact that it's actually scaling as a whole and we want it to scale in the middle. Which I might be able to fix with a plug of a single thing. No, it still looks wrong. Can I switch to the unrendered view? No, because it has the freaking surface, and this won't be visible through a surface. Yeah, I can just remove the surface. It will take a bit for it to figure out how to work its magic. Eevee doesn't really handle volumes well. Eevee kind of sucks when it comes to volumes. Oh, and there are 2 volumes in the way. Yep, then we're just gonna have to sit back and wait. I can already feel the caffeine kicking in. Caffeine, for when you don't have a prescription for amphetamines. So, how's everyone doing? Usually it takes around 40 to 50 minutes for everyone to join in the stream. We're playing Minesweeper while we wait. But only while we wait. Ah, there we go. Now, once again, the surface is a problem. Make it gotta go by. Bye, C# Miner. Have a good one. Without the surface, of course, we can't really see anything. I shouldn't have pressed Ctrl S, because now it's... There we go. Okay. Now, once we rescale it... So this... Oh, okay, I just need to zoom in. Good. Random. Object? No. I'm sorry. What happened to me glowing dots? There we go, we're back. Yeah, my guess would be... my guess would be that it's just not scaling down all that well. Yeah, it looks more random than scaling. Why is that? Is it because the color? No, can't be. 10 of normalizing. Again, we need to give it a second before it actually kicks in. At least, there we go. Oh, normalize 0 and 1. Never mind. Yeah, we do want normalizing. How do we make it get smaller? Like this. Let's first do maybe multiplication. Multiplication would be better, yeah. Basically what I'm trying to achieve here is I'm trying to multiply it down to 0 and see if that blows up to infinity or scales down. Or if it does something completely different, I don't know. Oh, jackpot! Oh my goodness, I'm amazing. Can we appreciate for a second just how amazing I am? Wow, I'm good. I'm good at this. Okay. Oh, I'm good at this. This. Although I think I should have subtracted 2.5. It is scaling now, it's just scaling with the wrong origin. I'm pretty certain the reason why it's because texture coordinate generated is in the wrong oh, I am amazing. So we're going to start at 1, which is really pretty high. Let's turn this down to... Oh wait, we need to plug in the same thing down to... Yeah, makes sense. The same thing there, and let's right here have it at 0.1. Yeah, we're gonna start at 0.3, and right here we're gonna walk our way to right here. Okay, 0.3. Actually, we don't need to keyframe this. Whoops. We can go to 1. That's fine. And now, as we go over time, you can see... Okay, maybe further than 1, maybe like a 3. And maybe right here. Like a 1, just to accelerate it a lot. And now you can see that as we play it, gravity will be hopefully falling down more, although this multiply thing kicks in a bit too quickly. And right here it also has to go down. Okay, so 0.3 and 0.1. Oh, spot on. You're operating. Hi there, Rupesh. Rupesh, would you believe me if I told you that I already tried doing that years ago? I called it the Elixir OS. It was like a pet project of mine where I just wanted to see what would happen if... Well, I basically wanted to create something, but then I wanted to create Tails without realizing it. So I wanted to create something, but then turns out that that thing was already invented. It was very upsetting. No, I want it to be smoother. More smooth. More smooth. We need to go a bit quicker, and this one needs to be a bit further back. Okay, I hope now this is going down like quickly enough for it to be noticeable. Yeah, it's certainly going more towards the center, isn't it? We can just tweak the values a bit, so we could start at 0. Well, 0.3 is fine. Right here we could tweak it up to 5, let's say, and right here we could tweak it up to 2. I would go down even quicker. But then right here is appearing way too quickly, that's a problem. Or rather, right here is appearing way too quickly, which means we also need to smooth this out. Like this. Okay, why is it stopping at the very end? Oh, it's because of this, that's why it's stopping. Because this is scaling way slower, which means we need to start more like, I would say, 0, just 0 in general, and then go to something like 0.3 is where we are, but we can 0.5. Oh yeah, now this needs to also... Oh my goodness, so complex. Because this needs to start at the same value, so 0.5, like this. At the very end it's slowing, which is a problem, which very much shouldn't be. This should be the same as this. It's not. Just woke up. Well, good morning then. Hi, Desantka. Good morning. I read your comment before reading your name, sorry. Okay, so right here we have 5. Right here we have 5. That's the starting value, which means right here this also should be 0.5 to have the cycle complete. It's so very not. Why not? I see the problem. Okay, so we need the inverse of this. Right here we should have 0, and right here we should have 1. I'm going through a lot of work just to make like one nice looking thing. I'm hoping you will all appreciate that in the video. Okay, it's slowing down now, so we're back to somewhere. Now the problem is the fact that it's slowing down. Because this isn't going quickly enough. Or it's because it's going up and it's going down. No, we don't want it to go down. It's silly, we don't want it to go down. We want to go up like this. Perfect! Haha. What's the difference between coding languages? And I only know that they are used to simplify the binary code, and why do you create different languages? Well, the difference between coding languages is that in order to understand the difference between coding languages, you'll have to understand the difference between compilers and interpreters in general, different ones. So basically, let's start with C. Why is C even a language? The reason why C is a language is because you have compilers which compile it into binary code. So imagine it like this. Imagine that you want to create your very own language, okay? When it comes to binary, okay, you have addition, you have multiplication, and you have iteration. What do these two things mean? Well, multiplication, I think you know what it means, and iteration means you can repeat stuff over and over. Now, programming language C, how does it work? You note something down in the programming language C, and then you have a compiler, in my case I use GCC, turn it into machine code. So when it goes to Windows, that would be .exe, executable. That's the executable file. That's in C. Let's say now that you would like to perform an operation of 5 factorial, so 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, in C. How would you do it? Pretty simple. You set up a for loop, you do it 5 times, and you just multiply a number times I. I is the iteration number. That's how we do it in C. But now imagine that you would like to do it quicker, right? Because setting up a whole loop for it is a complicated thing. That's why some people came up with different languages. So let's say someone creates a language like, would be a good example of a language you can compile with whatever. Let's say C++. Let's say someone creates a language like C++. In C++, in that language they would create a function to perform factorials. So instead of going through the whole process of setting up a loop, in C++ you would just write down 5.factorial. They created a function for it. Now once again you need a compiler. In the case of C++ it's G++. Yeah, there's the same family compilers for different languages, and it once again creates a .exe file. The point is that right here, .exe, that's the actual program. Programming languages is just something that compiler takes and turns into that code. That's why you can create your own language. There isn't anything special you need for your own language. There are just certain things that a processor can do, and you have this program called a compiler that's actually tasked with turning whatever you write into a program. That's why you can create a... I don't think I'm explaining it well. But the point is, you have a compiler, which is a program which takes words or takes text or takes whatever and turns it into this executable. So the compiler in GCC, for example, is coded in a way so that when it sees A plus B, for example, then it knows that what it has to do is it has to write down for a processor, move value A into register AX, which is a processor thing. Move value B into register BX, and then add registers AX and RBX and so on. So the point is, the programming languages exist because people made different compilers. Each compiler has its own programming language, and the reason why they created different compilers is because these compilers are specialized for different things. So GCC is the most famous one, and C programming language is the most famous one and most often used because that was the mother of all languages. That's the one, everything, you can trace back every single thing in existence in programming back to C. Even its own fucking compiler was made in C, which is insane. Turbo Plus, program, etc. Yeah, so that's programming languages and whatnot. Okay, there we go. We have gravity, so we have strong force, which is just moving around. Why is it like slowing down at the very end? Oh, I think I know why. Is it because of this? Oh yes, this. Okay, so what we need to do right here is we need to change those keyframes to be linear. And right here we also need to... I could have just changed keyframes to linear instead of moving them. I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. The point is... Oh, this doesn't look good at all. This doesn't look good one bit. So from the video, so nice to dumb down for me. There's no problem, that's why I'm making these live streams. My goal for this month is to try to stream on average 6 hours a day. So if I won't be able to finish these videos on time, that's my fault, not even anyone else's. That's on me. Okay, remove the surface, let's see. I'm so glad that I understood the finals, because otherwise I'll be already distracted with it. Okay, so there we go. Once we get to the end, it just disappears. Cool, that's interesting. Why does it disappear? Right here. Oh, never mind. It was just broken and glitchy. Good. I don't like Eevee. Okay, so right here, it stops. This is already linear, correct? I thought it breaks on the last frame. Okay, this looks a lot better, I'm gonna say. So there, those are the first two. First two out of 4. I'm happy with question of more doors or more wheels. The internet, that's why. It's because of the internet. Right here, oh, I have a pretty good idea for this one. So for this one, what we can do, we wanted to oscillate with yellow and blue. With this one, what we can do, because inside, everything is still very much... You know, actually, right here, we could take this and increase the power like to... Yeah, do like 4. We need to do a second power in both. There, I just like it when things are a bit brighter because it's nice. Right here, what we can do is we can... Insides of these balls are grey, black and white. Outsides give it color, which means right here we can actually take a color ramp, make it go from yellow to blue. We can do pure mathematical blue and pure mathematical yellow. There. And then we can move these to 0.4 and 0.6 like this, and then a noise texture. Why is it still gray? Huh. I'm sorry, why is it still gray? The only way for it to be grey will have to be in the middle, which is a problem, because there we go, it was just glitchy, okay. Now we can reduce the scale. Or even give it the same exact input as both of these. Do a mix like this. No. I feel like in this case we can just keep it desaturated on the outside and just give the insides a splash of color. And the way we're gonna do it is, of course, by changing the emission color from white to yellow and blue. But how? Well, so glad no one asked. We're gonna do it with this. I'm sorry, why is it only yellow? That should have some blue in it. Should have plenty of blue in it. Huh. That's curious. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. Now it has some blue in it. I've been watching linear RPCs. I understand that there's a lot of use for images and animation videos. So what is performing your work you are currently doing? Well, actually, in this case, I'm not using any vectors. Practically any vectors. I'm using colors, technically, which are a vector. But it's more of a... Hold on. 0.499, and let's do 0.501. There. Now it's either blue, or I could just use constant. Oh, I could be professional. I could just be professional and use a constant. There. Coin flip, either yellow or blue. And we would also like it mixed in with this color. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's good to hear. Don't have a big ol' splash of color. Yeah, see, that's constant. Not quite what I'm looking for. What's the topic you're currently working on? Hi, the Cedrus. I'm working on a video about how we can never be certain of anything with science, basically. That's the rough idea. Also, wrap it up in a more elegant way in the actual video. Let's just increase the power and just increase the brightness, because now if you render it, what we should see is we should just see the colors. Yeah, originally it will look gray, but once it actually gets to the rendering of the colors, you can see this ball is much brighter, which I think is appropriate considering this is the electromagnetism, which means photons, so you know, light. 2011 physics, custom quantum relativity. You mean the video topic or animation? Yeah, as you can see, as it goes on, goes up, just turns into a ball of brightness, and right here we get nice yellows and blues. Animation. Oh, I wouldn't say it's tough exactly, it's just math. Everything you can see on the screen is specified with math. As I mentioned, yeah, ball of brightness. No, that's wrong. Way too bright. Let's blow it back to... Everything you can see on the screen is specified in terms of math. So once you understand how it's specified, which is not difficult, then you can manipulate it pretty easily. So for example, the reason why these colors are there, so yellow and blue, is because I've set up this color ramp here, which we input a number. If that number is lower than 0.5, it's yellow. If it's higher than 0.5, it's blue. And the number that I'm feeding into it is a noise texture, so we can think of it as like a random function. So basically, it's giving us a random number. And because of that, we get this. Now, noise texture is a bit better than a random number actually, because as you can see, it's more like divided into regions, which is much nicer for our purposes. Otherwise, it would just be like a mess of yellow and blue. Okay, that's pretty good. That was pretty good, I would say. And now, one more thing which I think would be nice is, first of all, for it to go on like this. color-wise. And also... Actually, no, this is wrong. We only go from 9.8 back to 9.8. In the middle, going a bit higher to 11. And then right here we'll have a math node. So here's the thing. The higher the number, so if the number is above 0.5, it's blue. If it's below 0.5, it's yellow. So if we add 0.5 to a number in between 0 and 1, will always be in the blue, which means this will create a completely blue ball. And now what we want to do is we want to set a keyframe of 0, keyframe of 0. If we go to 0.5, it's completely blue. If we go to negative 0.5 on the other hand, it's completely yellow. So right now the ball will oscillate between yellow and blue mixed. Yellow, blue, mixed. Yellow, blue, mixed. And that will be our electromagnetism. Now for this one, which will be the strong force. Yeah, for Blender, this is the preferred way to do it because it gives you a lot more control. For example, right now we can see all of these three look the same, or at least these two look the same. This one is also the same except with a different color. The reason why is because of not this, well, this number actually. If we add 0.5 to it and add 0.5 to this number, which means if we turn it into 1 right here, then boom, all of a sudden it's different. Because we can control everything using numbers, which is convenient. Right here, however, I'd like to make it a bit different. Because whilst we would still like it to go like this, we will add one multiplier at the very end. So multiply, or math multiply. And we're going to multiply strength in both cases. By what? Well, we're gonna take texture coordinate and we're gonna check math, vector math, distance. That's not distance, that's distance. Also subtract, or actually add 0.5 if I'm mistaken, was I think. Or at least subtract 0.5. Like this. The reason why we're doing this is because if we check these two distances, nothing's gonna happen. Oh boy, ain't that festive. So what do we need is we need like a thing to actually see what we're doing. Like a volume, for example, with emission strength. I just realized we forgot to separate it. Okay, there we go. This one's still brighter. Oh yeah, because the one was brighter, makes sense. But actually it's a number that's increasing. Well, there's a couple of numbers, but the point is, the reason, the thing that this creates is right here we take the texture coordinate of each point in the volume and the texture coordinate of just the object itself. Which means that if you check the distance between the point and the object, you get... Wait for it. You get a sphere with a middle that's slightly brighter. I know you can't quite see it, but the middle is brighter. If we add 0.5 to it, if we take a power, if we increase that power, you will be able to see... Well, yeah, we need crazy high power to actually see it. The reason why is because we need hyperbolic tangent, I think it was. Like this. It's still not bright. Why is it so dark still? density. Take away the surface. Am I crazy? Oh, it's the opposite. Only the outside is okay, that makes sense. Which means what we actually need is... There we go, yeah. Now you can see only the middle is bright. And right here the number corresponds directly to brightness, so the higher the value, the higher the brightness. Which means if we do 0.5, we can take a power of it, like 2, 4, and then we can add a small number to it to increase the size. So the higher we make the number, right here, the higher the size, the higher we make the power, the more pronounced it is. And the reason why we want it is because right now, if we plug everything back in, and if we plug this number that we just created into the multiplication, then both multiplications, that's important, both multipliers. Then, reduce the size. Okay, to 8. Only things in the middle should be visible. The problem being, of course, that, oh my goodness, it's hard to see in the crystal ball. A whole lot of things for a sphere. I would say, there's every object, you can also move them. I mean, yeah, each sphere has a different animation inside, basically. It is a fair bit of work. But, if we take this... No, if we move this around, switch it to multiply, plug it right here. Make the power 7, which is important because then the negatives don't get into positives. Then right here, you can see only the middle is visible. Reduce this to like 4, increase this a bit, or go the other way, to 16. There we go, only the middle is visible. It's really visible. It's a time taking process. Yeah, it takes time, but the upside is, in the end, all of these animations are something we like to call the showbiz procedural, which means they just, that's it, we're done. We can just render them. That's it. It is, yeah. So we need to set it up once and then it just works, so. Now we can, yeah, now right here we did this, we can delete it, and there we go. I'm feeling hungry. It's a bit early in the live stream for me to feel hungry. Ah, well, my taskbar broke again. So the probability for ground animation. Is it easy to make that? Actually, I'm making them in a similar way. So, for Freeborn Brown animations, which is Manim, that's the graphical engine, I am also doing them, making them using math, except I'm doing it with a programming language instead of a node tree, which is not that different. So right here I basically describe animations using words rather than using nodes. Oh, I know what we can do now. Now we can do something which won't require quite as much math though, because we can make an animation. It'll be mostly, well, me moving stuff around. Or not even an animation, more like a... you'll see. Make it. Now here's what we're gonna do with this make it. We're going to position the camera right in front of the make it, And then we're going to open up Premiere. And my taskbar broke again. That was quick.
Actions. That's because when we think of forces with actions. That's because when we think of attractions. That's because when we think of forces we think of pushing. Attractions. That's because when we think of forces we think of pushing.
Sounds weird, doesn't it? Yeah, quite odd. Hold on. Let me fix that.
Attractions. That's because when we think of forces.
Yeah, it still sounds weird. It's, the left side's a bit too pronounced.
That's because when we.
No, too far. Way too far.
Because when we.
Way too far.
Attractions. That's because when we.
No. Much shorter.
The attractions. That's because when we think of.
Or actually, it's just cut in the wrong place. I just realized. Yeah, it should be more like this.
The attractions. That's because when we think of forces we think of.
Pushing. And now what we'll do is we'll just freaking set up a cube. Everyone's favorite. It's the cube. Trademark pending. And then we're gonna set up a make it next to the cube, and then we're gonna put the cube even more backward, and even like this, like just like this, and then we're gonna put this up, tilt this down, then we're gonna have a cube. And then we're gonna transparent. We're gonna make the cube transparent like this and render. Or actually even better, we could have like a... Oh, that's gonna be professional. And move a surface like this. And make it something that's called a shadow catcher. There we go. And now we take light. Hi there, Caleb. 917. It is. I'm European, if you remember. And it is indeed 17th of 9th in Europe. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a... Yeah, it's gonna suck if I do it this way. Should just have it on an angle in different spots. There we go. And then just to really finish off the professional look, add in some planes. There's no need for this. Where's you? There we go. The reason why I'm adding these planes because they will reflect light, making it look a bit more natural. Because in the real world, surprise surprise, we don't live in a void. There we go. Now we have a proper cube. Sweet! The 19 for me. That makes sense. Depends on the time zone. How's the animation doing, by the way? The other one. Ah, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Although the quality is a bit low. I don't know if I like that. But at the same time, if I set the quality too high, It will take ages. It will take ages before we actually get anywhere, so let's see. How's the quality? It sucks. It sucks. It just sucks. How about now? Now it should be much better. Why the alien background? You mean these? It's because it's futuristic-ish. That's why.
Got forces with you got.
Okay, now this background we want to be a tree color. Yes, a bit more grayish. And a bit darker and a bit lower contrast.
That's because when you think of forces with you got push.
Pushing, and you won't believe it, but when it comes to pushing, we'll have just the make it, like pushing on the cube. There we go. In the pose mode, we need to delete all these. Now how long is it taking to render? Ah, fair bit longer. Yeah, it looks nicer at least. At least. It better look nicer. That's a lot of render time. I would say that looks like pushing, doesn't it? Pushing! And then pulling on the other side will be... I actually don't know what make it's gonna pull with. Just like, it's a cube. Like there's anything to grab onto, but... when has logic ever stopped me before? I guess the hands will just go into the cube. Which, yep, might not make sense, but like anyone's gonna see it this side anyway. And then for pulling, it's going to be like this. That looks awful. That looks bloody awful. What do you want the thing to joke about? This kind of stuff with the background, but you hire someone from background that can... Actually, no, you can. I can lean back in further. We just move these like so. There we go. Actually, one, it could be like this even. Hold on. This. I'm not gonna position it. thing. There we go. What will be your reaction? Acknowledgement, probably? We can make the cube smaller on the side that faces the camera. How would I make a cube smaller only on one side? How would I make a cube smaller only on one side? Something as doable geometrically.
If you go pushing or pulling or affect.
And right here is gonna be just a make it with Jedi powers. Because I said so. Or at least Xavier X kind of powers. Wouldn't be a cube, but precisely. I really like the idea of just random make it moving the cube with mind powers. There we go. Add the rope. Too much walk for this short bit. I feel like that gets the point across. Wait, is the make it even facing the right way? It doesn't look like it's facing. The make it's facing the right way. Loud, yeah. Just there we go. Damn, I should make videos more often. They are really fun to make. I should really make those more often. How's the animation going, by the way? This one. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Remember when I said that it will take longer to render? About 10 minutes kind of long per frame is what I meant. Oh boy.
Affecting actively like that, but these four like that, but these
Okay,
four are
yeah.
more like
So right here. So we want to end it. The reason why is because that's just where this happens, crossfade. We're gonna take this, copy it here, and there we go.
pulling or affecting actively like that, but these four are more like interactions. So four fundamental.
And right here is where we're gonna cut to interactions, which is the animation that we're rendering currently. That's kind of it when it comes to these. That's kind of it. We can't really go on until we render the interaction segment, which will take a bit. Mainly because I am rendering a volume inside of a reflective surface, which is like a... let's just call it a pane. I'm running 4 crystal balls. These take a lot of render time. Which means we can actually skip over the next animation. Because whilst we can't really do anything else for these, we can very much do stuff for what is energy. Right here, this will be a transition, which we can't render because in order to render transition, we need to know where we'll end up with the animation. But the place where we will start, we can if we do some shifty walk behind the curtains. You have a talent for making videos. You should consider making videos on YouTube. You know what? That is a good idea. I really should do that sort of thing. Damn, I should really make some videos on YouTube. I should make like a science channel, like dedicated to making science videos using 3D animations. I feel like that could be a hit. Walk is the energy trans. Oh, this is a great bit. Oh, I loved. Oh, okay, this is gonna be a fun bit, and will take a lot of manual labor to actually get it going. So, it's gonna be a fun bit. Photons, we're gonna just copy it, save it as energy. And then right here, we're going to delete everything except for text. Well, and the floor. So the way we'll do it is we'll... for now we don't need any frames actually, so we can just delete this. Oh. There we go. Now I have no idea what these keyframes are here for. Oh, is it the lights? Nope, these keyframes just... a depth of field. Gotcha, alright. So here's what we're going to do now. I had the company calculations. Sorry I'm late. No worries, you're not. We're just getting started. It's getting bright outside. Or am I... No, I think I'm not schizophrenic actually. I think it really is. What if your name was Make It? Oh, that's a good name for a channel, that's great. I think you already questioned what the energy in the video. Yeah, I've dedicated a whole ass video to that topic. So, what is energy? I mean, I did, but I really like the recursive bit of the re-explaining it, and also... Oh, my taskbar broke again. I like the recursive bit of re-explaining it, and also... Right here, I'm just gonna plug in the video. So adding like a thumbnail to that video. So, what is energy? So glad no one asked. The way we'll try to answer this question is... Actually, right here we'll need like a gate sort of thing. You'll see why soon. But like this, and we want you to shine. I want you to shine, buddy, like this. There we go. White light? Yeah, sure, whatever. I think whatever. I hope whatever. Now depth of field. Multiple energy. Yep, there are, but all of them are kind of the same energy. But at the same time, energy is kind of a concept, so you know, means whatever. I'm hungry. I'm not going to eat just yet. It's too early in the stream for me to take a break. Oh my goodness, the first frame rendered. Please tell me it looks good. So here's the second frame. As you can see, it looks garbage. Here's the... It's barely different. Okay, so that didn't make much of a difference. And it took way more time to render. So how about we divide by 4 to still keep some, and then we just increase the volume bounces to 10. And that way, if we render the animation again, it should take less time and look better. Your channel art couldn't capture a chiseled jawline. That's true, yeah. Chiseled, yeah, I can't craft it. Wow, it's a lot brighter now. That's not great. It's almost as if adding bounces to a scene in volume could cause some problems. Damn it. Yes, I'm always hungry, yeah, so am I. I have some chocolate on my desk, but that's it. Last time I went grocery shopping when I was buying milk, it was some cheap chocolate. It's way too bright. I mean, way too bright. Artificially lowering brightness though is... I don't know about that, but... I can fix it in editing. Right here. What happened? Oh yeah. Right here we're trying to fix this. Just depth of field. And here's how we're gonna handle this bit, which will be so comical and funny. We're just going to copy the text for energy. Just capacity to walk. It's gonna be the dumbest bit. Move it to the center. Like this, maybe increase in size a bit. So like this. I'm thinking of a way to make it like really easy to do it recursively. Cancelled. Can you believe that there are people who still believe getting cancelled is like a thing? It happens often. Capacity to walk. I'm still thinking of way. You know what? Yeah, let's go this way. This can walk. No, it's still rendering. 4096. No, 255. We're not crazy. Well, we are, but you know, beside the point. Irrelevant. It's only halfway there. Capacity. Hell yeah. It's video electricity. Foreshadowing. Actually, this is pretty sweet. If we get to... Well, if we get through these two chapters, I don't think we'll do that today, because that's a... Actually, they're not that long. No. How did the eruptions happen? Well... Gravity force. Distance, so thinking of the mechanics, the answer is simple. Carry particles. I just thought of that really cool animation too. You'll see. Okay. Get your act together. You're embarrassing yourself. Whilst we're rendering all of this, I should really do something. Let's play some chess. Might as well. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, once I end the stream, the shops will open again, and I'll just be able to go and buy some food. That's perfect. Let's play a blitz. me when you do that. That's annoying. And that's interesting. Ooh, curious. Consider me flabbergasted. That's even more curious. Why would you do that sort of thing? I don't have an answer for you. I swear. You swear? That's mean. Actually, not too bad for me. I'm winning by a point. Haha! Oh, you suck. How dare you? There. There. Just pushing back. And you're playing chess with exploding because what are chances? Chances are you should never check for chances when you're talking about make it. Make it can always make it happen. If they go back, I'm just going to take it because might as well. Yes, I did not think of that. Well, now you can take this. Now I can take this. Now you can go and check. How come I didn't think of it? Well, I mean, I could just move the king back. What am I doing? Ooh, well, actually, no, never mind. Take it back. That's on me. I can take this. That's good. Oh, I see. Well, how about we just call it this? Huh. Badoink. Badoink. Unless you take this, in which case, kind of a mean thing to do. Ah, you suck! But, hear me out. Oh, I suck. So much. Yeah, you know what, I should just give up. I don't want to lose my queen. It's kind of important to me that my queen stays intact, you know. You can just move here. Yes, you can. I take, and then you take, and then whatever. It's a trade, I guess. Ah! I'm mad. Ah, you took that. Well, actually, I'm glad he did that because you had a move that was even more annoying to me. Whoa. And let's coin flip everything. How about that? That sounds fun. That's curious. That's really curious. Huh. The reason why it's so curious is because I'm pretty certain I might have... No, never mind, I don't. I might have had a way to win if they made a simple mistake. They didn't make the simple mistake, unfortunately, though. I can just move this back, actually. Oh, you... Never mind. There goes my chances. There go my chances. I mean, we can just check for fun. For the funsies, you know. For the YouTube clicks. That's kind of it. Curious. Check. Check. No, no, no. Check. Nah. I could just keep checking, but I'm not a dick. No idea. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. That's an idea, actually. Huh? Was that move always available to me? You back and checkmate? Yeah, I don't, because it's open. Oh, you suck so much. Yeah, now you're gonna check me. Oh, mate. Well, you can go back now, but then I go back, so I know. No, we're not doing this. I know what they want me to do. They want to discover check me. Mean! That's what it is. Oh, wait. Did I just do something silly? I think I might have just done something silly. I'm struggling to think of a move. Yeah, draw, fine. I couldn't think of a move. Capacity 2. Let's keep going. Capacity to do walk. It could happen. Chance. Random chance. Oh, the first frame rendered. Let's see. Okay, it's better, I think. Kind of. Yeah, it is much better. The only problem is that the light is not incredibly bright. Which I should fix. 10 minutes. Still took 10 minutes to render. 128. The best way to fix this would be to just go right here and like remove the 0, I think. Oh no, that's not a good way to fix it. A better way to fix it would be to take this volume and lower this down. No. Increase density. I think that's the closest thing we'll get to actually achieving like a realistic result. So let's 9, I think. Let's see. Is the rough brightness like... Okay, I would say it's roughly similar. How do you have the Among Us pieces? What do you mean? My pieces are normal. I know what you mean. They are normal. I know what you're talking about, Caleb. You know, that's normal chess. Hey mate, I have a question for you. You mind pissing off? Oh, wrong move, buddy. I think. Unless you have like a sneaky thing for me. Yeah. You don't. Okay. Now all I have to do is not mess up. Yeah, you can take this. Or you don't have to, I guess. Now this pawn is protected. Sweet. Everyone in London's still opening. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. We're just gonna win anyway. We're already 2 points up. Ooh, I don't know if that trade is a good idea for you. You know, I'll be honest. But neither is me giving away a knight for free. It's not good for the business. Yup. Giving away a knight for free is not great for the business. But you know what it is? Money. And so, in order to get that cash money, we're gonna need is take some pawns. We need to set up a pawn shop. I get it, because it's like a real thing. I'm funny. A knight. Boy, oh boy. That sure sounds annoying. That sounds like something that this could solve. Thank you for forcing me to do the move I already wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, it gives him an opening. Not proud of that one, but to be fair, this one was a weakness. That's curious. Maybe because right now I have this move, unless they take, of course, in which case I don't have that move. Of course, but I have this pawn, which is just on its way to have fun. Oh, this would have been a check. I can take this, actually. I don't mind. I have check. This check doesn't do much, except force king in the corner. Oh, wow. Wow. That's certainly a move. Not sure. I got a 3. You know what? I'd rather, I think, move into it. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe. There's maybe something there. Buddy, what was the point of that pawn move? What did you achieve? You just gave me a pawn. What did you achieve? I don't understand. That's not a great one either, is it? Because I can just move here, I think. What are you trying to get me to do? This is a pretty awful situation for you. Well, I can still do this. And take that pawn anyway. Can you move queen only? I think you should move rook. I mean, I could take on my rook, but they're just giving me too many pawns. It's too lucrative for me. Are we going? No. What's the... Oh, buddy, what are you doing? Am I missing something? I must be. Oh, and you blocked your... Oh, what's the plan here? I just have this. Even better, if I could somehow... No, I won't be able to. I could do this. No, it's a bad idea. No, it's a silly move. Although my king is unbelievably safe. I would just like to point that out. The problem... I mean, I can move here. There is no discovered check. This is impenetrable. That's incredible. I'm gonna check just for the funsies. You can protect with your queen if you want, which I'll then just check right here. Or you can just not. That's also good for you, because I can then go in and then just take a new pawn. Yeah, thing. What? Buddy, you're giving me all of your pawns. You won't have much to play with. I know pawns may not... Oh, you're giving me all your pawns. Buddy, listen. Hear me out. Hear me out, pal. Those are pretty important. Now what I can do is I can move the queen back, actually. I don't have a king. And they don't have the time. This actually is an incredibly good position for me. And now we can take out the... Yeah. This is an Let's see. Yeah, it was just a landslide. I mean, because at this point, I would just need to force a trade on these. And then I have 4 pawns on the edge. I don't think that's losable. I would really need to try hard to lose that. Okay, there we go. It's a bit more... Nah. Yeah, it's a bit... Let's see. This versus... Oh, this is already the 5th frame. And now we struggle because we don't have enough samples. It's not one thing, it's another, is it? Yeah. Now it's too much. There's no 0 in there. Could I... Could I enable more bounces, but only for the volume inside the balls? Because that would... I'm not gonna lie, that would solve a lot of problems for me. Let's do a new collection for all of these. Turn it off. Duplicate the collection. Turn it on. And for you, just clear keyframes and then just reduce them till we get the brightness we want. like this. 35 seconds per frame, that's great. Okay, yeah, I think this could be a solid. And you, capacity to do walk. Capacity to do 40,000 W. Walk. I really am hungry. And I really could just go out and buy something. Like go out to the store. Buy some food to eat. Specify that I would buy it to eat. But that would require me to finish the end the live stream. I mean, I could just end it and then start another one. 2 hours. Interesting. Anyone in the chat? Yeah, I think you're alone, Caleb. I think I should just end the stream for a couple of hours and then start another one. Except this time also for day 590, not 591, only 590. So just divide this stream into 2. Before I ate and after I ate. the two portions of the live stream. Hi Bennett. I wouldn't be waiting 2 hours. Damn it! The nearest store is like half an hour away there and back on foot from me, so fortunately I live in Europe, so it's half an hour there and back. It's actually extremely close for American standards. Hi, the Kafen. Every single time I just shit on America, Kafen joins in. It's incredible. I've been just talking about programming, computer science, you know, animations, math, the entire live stream. The second I just shit in America, Kafen joins in. It's like calling for, yeah, if I mention quantum mechanics, Alex joins in. If I mention electrons or chemistry, Flame joins in. If I mention AIs, Tefta joins in. And if I shit on America, Quafen joins in. DoorDash or Uber Eats. I hate those, those are so expensive. Let me check. Speaking of, this video was sponsored by DoorDash. Oh, these are expensive, they really are expensive. I want breakfast, I don't want dinner. For breakfast I would spend like $3 in not convenience only, like just a store in general. Oh, there was a piece of glass in my chair. Oh, good. Wow, remember how I started this livestream by cleaning out broken glass on my table? Yeah, there's more on my chair. That's where I sit. I'd rather not have any sharp glass than where I sit. It's still too bright. Okay, well, at least we have one frame rendered, so we can just compare the two. This and this. That phone looks even worse. Oh no. It's because of the reflections on them. Yeah, so the light is still too bright. Shot at the passage. I'd rather not. Make it back in ad from stream. Yeah. Certainly will. Okay, let's lower it down significantly, like down to 10,000. To be fair, I would much rather have the brightness from the balls than the brightness from the lights, so. And they are bright. I'm making 1 cent from the stream, no less. It depends. Sometimes I'm making 0.8 of a cent. Not a joke. That's a real number I made once from the stream. And by once I mean like a week ago. Actually, let me check. Gaming code, the everything live stream. I did 2 days ago because it takes a day for YouTube to update. Made. Oh, not bad. Nah, like 10 cents. May 9, okay. Not the worst. After a month of streaming, that's like a hamburger. 18%. Yeah, YouTube actually keeps track of that really well. So, of the divisions of cents. Snap the numbers on them. Now, right here, we're gonna take walk, we're gonna convert object to mesh, and we're gonna take this, and we're gonna selection, and then we're going to have 60 keyframes of this and this. And this one's going to go to the left. Actually, we're going to delete this keyframe object set order geometry. Now we're going to keyframe it. Now we're going to walk like this in the corner. Actually, move both of them later on. Or even better, just have this, just give it like a red light. How far is the nearest fast food? Oh, this is even further than the store. The shop is like 15 less, 10 minutes away on foot. And the one I mean, to be fair, there are some closer stores, but my preferred option is 10 minutes away. They have so many cheap stuff, it's amazing. You know how cheap it is to buy the stuff that it's exquisite. Like, you can buy 4 yogurts for $1. Like big yogurts for a single dollar. It's outstanding. Sometimes there are discounts and you can just buy. Lots depends on lots of stuff. Hey makers, all this time I've been drinking away it doesn't prove this. This is on my other account. You copy pasta my message. Whoa, I'm tricked! I can't believe I've been tricked like that. Oh, well, don't I just feel like a complete fiddle. Whoa, I must look pretty silly now. Caleb, you've been quaffing the entire time? Oh wow, I don't believe it. And you were the godfather on my wedding. No wait, there are no godfathers on weddings, are there? That was like, I don't know human stuff. What's your address? It's just, I don't know. It's too long, I don't remember. There's like numbers and letters and it's complex, you know. Who has the time to memorize all that, am I right? Just... Alright, wow, I don't know human stuff, okay? Listen, if you wanna have a wedding, I'm all for it. I don't know stuff. Although I do wanna be that weird best man. Have you ever lived outside of Poland? No, I have not. I have actually even saved some trouble. The last time I was out of the country was, I think, like a decade ago. Something around a decade ago. I don't actually remember exactly when was the last time I was outside the country. It was a long time ago. I've never been outside of Europe. Never. I've never even been to Central Europe. It's expensive to go places, you know? Learning binary. You mean What? I mean, I can count in binary because it's not difficult. I mean, programming in binary? Because no. You're in Europe, why stay in your country? Because Poland is cheap. That's why. Does the Boston still aim for South Poland? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Listen, listen. For Germany, for France, for Netherlands, for Switzerland, the reason why I don't live there is because I don't have the money to do that. The reason why I don't live in America is because I'm fucking terrified of living there. America is the only country in the world where there are more guns than people. That's terrifying. Memorizing binary for every letter. That's not difficult, actually. Memorizing binary for every letter is not difficult. Well, it depends, actually. Unicode or ASCII. In ASCII, it's pretty easy because you just need to remember the lowercase a and the capital A. And there's also like a reasoning to it, so I think each bit means a different thing in the first 4 ones, if I'm not mistaken, or first 3 ones, if I'm not mistaken. More security in Poland is better. Europe is better. It's terrifying! Mate, can you imagine, like... Not for business, leading a good life. Well, depends. If you're in the top 1%, America is pretty swell, but if you're below, then it's not great. The myth that America is a free country is just that, it's a myth. It has as many regulations as other countries. The only problem is that the regulations in America are more old and less progressive, less adapted to current times. So for example, if you would like to be an entrepreneur, if you'd like to start a new business, if you want to set up a business office in America, you need to fill in the minimum parking requirements, for example, which is a huge expense. Which means that sometimes you would need to buy a lot that's 2 or 3 times larger than the actual office just to build the parking for your office. Even if you're a dentist or whatever, there are still minimum parking requirements. Which means that if you are starting a business in America, it is going to be much more difficult for you than Europe. Plus, in Europe, there are grants, there are business-friendly loans and stuff like these. So if you're in top 1% or even better in top 0.1%, America is great because you can basically lobby in order to get what you want. But if you're below that, then Europe is more business-friendly. But no one memorized PI. Listen, ASCII isn't difficult to memorize. ASCII has a system. Let me show you. There's like a website called ASCII Table, if I'm not mistaken. Just this one, ASCIItable.com. As you can see, if you want to memorize letters in ASCII, you just need to memorize the first one, so A. Which means that if you start at 65, that's A, and 97, that's lowercase a. And then you just need to add in. How am I supposed to sleep at night without the full order of some rifle? I mean, no, because it is actually really funny. Number of guns per 100 people in different countries. I don't even need to fill in America. America will be there. Because it's number 1. Per 100 people. 120. Oh. It's funny. I seen American build top secret jet engines in the garage, turning them into a leading cutting edge technology in 10 years. Never seen them in Europe. Top secret jet engines? So, like what? Leading cutting-edge technology within 10 years. Listen, I mean to be that guy, but you need to give me a more concrete example than this. Also, you want to think about how scary you have Russia on your doorstep and not just in your bedroom. Listen! First of all, okay, Bennett, a couple of things there. First of all, yeah, I do have Russia on my doorstep. That's true. But, how would I say this? If Russia invades Poland, it's kind of... How should I put this? If Russia invades Poland, we have an enemy to fight. This is different from when you're just walking around in your own country and you're getting shot by your fellow citizens because they thought you were suspicious. And also, Nazis in your bedroom. Oh, I hope not. I've checked like 15 minutes ago. Let me complain, but engineering made a video about it. Buddy, Quafen. And also, turning. I don't know what statistic would be best to represent. I have one good one. And also, no wait, that's a that's based on social index. Yeah, but I won't compare it to Europe. Basically, share of. Haha! Well-found qualities as well. EMEAs, let's see. History. 2018, led by Ventures, March company raised 100 million Series B investment around. So the company got 100 million. Mostly founded by Open AI CEO. And that's kind of it history-wise. From investors, yeah. Yeah, right. And history-wise, that's all it says, unless they have like on their own website about, let's see. Our story. You don't get such opportunities in Europe. You do. You do. Depending on what you're interested, you can also have, as I mentioned, loans and whatnot. But you do. There is it's usually measured in, well, in this case, well, it was aerospace, right? So it would be, well, to be fair, probably Europe isn't funding the military quite as much. So if you're doing military research, it would be a bit more difficult to, you know, fund, but let's just say space. Would space be close enough? Funding opportunities. Oh, there was like a website, a EU website with just a list of all of them. Unless this is the website. Plus funding programs. I'm looking for business grants. I know there is a website because I have been looking into it back when I could also check Poland's, I suppose, but I was looking into it when I thought about starting a business myself, and I found out I could just like get a grant of, I think it was $6,000 if I just actually started the business, which was, let's just say, kind of cool. But I didn't go into it because that would require me to start an actual business, and the business idea kind of fell apart. What's the website? Would your business be? That's the problem. It's a long story, but the basic idea was the business idea fell apart a bit. The Dyson Sphere business. Actually, that was the animation. 7 for cheese, 3 minutes. That's right. No, let's just go straight for it. Page contents, yeah. Out of order. Whoops, I meant this way. Just in the video. Don't care. Unique plan? No. American business landscape. It is a global economy, offering attractive business opportunities. Market US stars are competing in the massive market competitors, penetrating the market is more time, results a lot of effort. There's a limitation of certain business services and products. Simple example is massive overuse of Amazon, where customers can shop for everything from customers. Mass corporations lead the race, while small and medium businesses are lagging in second and third place. For example, within business process, need for entrepreneurs building a quick business world. So, just to summarize a little bit, Americans, deregulation, Reagan, long story. The point is, right now, whilst it is easier for you to start a business, you have to compete with the big boys, which, you know, are the big boys, which is difficult. So, small businesses are lagging behind. So, it's great for business if you're a big business. What about Europe? Small business groups, depending on where you want to start a business, you might have claimed that they enjoy more freedom and autonomy when it comes to equity dilution. Whoa, crazy! More equality in Europe. Insane idea. With this in mind, we notice that those businesses in startup will want to serve a specialized market business, and consumers will find it more comfortable to trade within the EU. Some business leaders have claimed that these startups generating revenue by delivering a product or service that consumers want is a product-fit market. This enables niche startups to have better access to a wide variety of diverse customers. The balance lies with the type of business we're looking for. Create. The US offers a large pool of capital funding, great for the sport, but competition is strong. The EU makes it easier to have access to a single market of buyers and diverse consumers. Both offer a lot of business success. Ultimately, the success would ride on the entrepreneurial initiative overall involvement. So, it's fraudulent. What is fraudulent? Basic idea is, in America you have less regulation, so stronger players have more strength. Amazon being the most obvious example. I believe in equal opportunities to excel. It's not that simple, Quayfan. Because everyone believes in equal opportunities. Everyone believes that... No, but not equality. Everyone wants, you know, everyone to have an equal opportunity. But the world doesn't really revolve around what we want. Unfortunately. If you want... Listen, if you want society to be actually equal, and everyone having an equal chance, then that's a goal you actually have to walk towards. It's not easy. In my opinion, was it Chelsea low? I know it's low. I haven't played on my account for probably a year now. But in my opinion, there are only two viable choices when it comes to making... Don't see the change, be the change. I'm pretty certain Elon Musk wasn't the one who came out with that quote. But the point is, if you want to create a world in which, you know, everyone has equal opportunities, in my personal opinion, this is opinion time, you have two choices. The first one is anarcho-capitalism, the second one is socialism. The problem is, America is neither. America is neither one of those. America is more like a nationalist capitalism, I guess, but yeah, nationalist capitalism. So you have an extremely powerful federal government and at the same time extremely big business friendly. That's not great for equal opportunities. Forbes should know what they're talking about, I think. Business name generator. As a become ever more globalized and following the security which kind of more successful one more difficult. Okay. 10 best countries to launch a startup in. Czech Republic, Finland, Sweden, Estonia, Slovakia, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Australia, Denmark, Portugal. Oh, US didn't even make it on the list. It's 17. Damn. Best countries to launch a startup. US placed 17. Is there like a full list somewhere? Happiness, employees, and quality of life. Yeah, but of course. Would you happen to have a full list somewhere? It's also fact checked. I don't think there's a list. Best out of sorry, this people. I mean, the Czech Republic, I guess it makes sense. Finland, Sweden also makes sense because the business costs 0% of GNP. Also, costs relatively low from perspective. The country is also one of the most happiest people, which is both the implication of business leaders. Studies show that happy employers lead to better business outcome, including increased productivity, improved work quality, and higher retention rates. I mean, it makes sense. Quafen American? No. But Quafen does like America. Which is, well, Quafen has had a pretty, let's just say, biased view of what America is. Becoming his research centers? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. I have no clue. Not much of a big business fan. Amazon, Google, Open AI Research Centers in the Czech. That's not how to spell Czech Republic. I guess so then. I don't know what the research center actually is in this case. And it's just like a research center literally. How many monitors are you running, make it? Just 2. 1 for chat, 1 for doing stuff. Quafen, why do you think America is better for businesses? We should probably start with that. Because I'm not gonna lie, my kind of hobby, my sick hobby, is just studying American economics and economy and studying the American political environment. Because it's really fucking entertaining. It really is. It doesn't really matter on which side you are. There's no denying that America is extremely entertaining. And so, it's not great. there's a sort of myth in America that like about the government, how social programs are just bad by design. So, socialism is a negative word in America, which I think is sort of like a reason for all the problems. Because it's complicated, of course. It's not like a policy is good just because it's socialism. That's not how it works. But it can't really go the other way either. So in America, whenever anyone hears socialism, they just assume it's a bad policy, when the reality, of course, depends on the policy. And this sort of negative correlation is one of the biggest issues for why, well, one of the main problems with America. So there's a lot of good social policies. So for example, public healthcare aligns the goals of healthcare providers more with the interest of the public, whilst private healthcare is more misaligned. But public healthcare would be socialism, and because that's an extremely unpopular politically, it's a bit of an oversimplification, but that's the basic idea. And so a lot of business-friendly, and that's, as I mentioned, in my opinion, the only two viable solutions to a business-friendly environment would be, or rather economy-friendly environment, are anarcho-capitalism and socialism. The reason why is because in anarcho-capitalism, competition is so severe that you have to treat your customers and workers well, otherwise you'll just fail. And in socialism, you can have regulations in place which make it easier and better for small businesses and for workers to thrive. The problem is, in America, the people who have most political power are 1%ers and top 1%ers, mostly because you need to be basically a millionaire to even be a politician in America. And because of that, they really often tend to favor big business over small business, which leads to an unfair advantage that big businesses have. The 1% is still a lot of people though. Yeah, but top 1% is a lot of people, but it's still 1% of the population. Like in small businesses, what I want you to realize, Caleb, is that in small businesses, you'd have how many? 8 workers tops, maybe 4. So top 1%, that's like, in order for, so on average, if you have in a single business 100 workers, only one of them would be in the top 1% on average, which would be probably the owner. So that's a pretty big business when you have 99 workers. So top 1% is still top 1%. And so, share of national income, top 1%. Yeah, so basically, first of all, this graph already shows you a lot. How, well, need I say more? And that's for 2018, goodness gracious me. Warden data, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Warden data? No. The Warden data could have a good one. Average annual income growth, which year? Like comparison of Europe. Top 0.1%, of course. Russia do be an oligarchy. %. Yeah, fine. 10% doesn't have the whole story because it's contributing more and more, but well, basically this. That's interesting how... Wait, this graph only shows for 1%. But you can see right here how top 0.01% mostly went up. So 1% is actually relatively stable-ish, but the wealth inequality mostly comes from the top 0.01% and top 0.1%. So this graph actually shows the actual problem. But yeah, that's just one of the reasons for why I make fun of America constantly. One of the many, many reasons. And one of the many reasons why I still will make fun of America every chance I get. Because it's funny. Also the whole, you know, Russia influencing the American political climate and basically dumping millions of dollars. That's also, you know, pretty concerning. And sort of thing gets swept under the rug. You know, that's also a thing. You know. Oh. Basically, the strongest country in the world when it comes to the military is getting millions of dollars pumped into different political campaigns by Russia, a country that's currently just fucking at war because they wanted to invade Ukraine, like failing miserably. Yeah, that's, you know, cool, whatever. Many people mention how, we often had that argument how, oh yeah, you hate America now. Well, first of all, I don't hate America, but oh yeah, you make fun of America now, but once Russia actually invades Europe, you'll just be begging America for help. When Russia invades Europe, I think they might just have political control over the US military. Not as in they'll be controlling the US military, only as in America won't help. It's kind of hard to fight against people who are, you know, dumping millions of dollars into your bank account, so I won't be exactly all that hopeful. Alright, let's see. This frame. Oh, it's way more blurry. Damn it. I need to increase the sampling. But if I increase the sampling, it's gonna take hours. Ah. Yeah, I should probably end the stream. End the stream, go eat, and set this up to render, which will take hours. Festive. This should be times 16, times 2 even. This, then volume. Down, U should be down to 4,000, I think. Should be solid. And you should render, and it'll take some time. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Go and eat something. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.